going on, guys? Today I have a clip from the show Married at First Sight. And so if you've never seen the show, Married at First Sight is the show that takes a bunch of strangers, do a lot of compatibility tests, a lot of psychological tests, and they pair them up. But the thing is, the first time that they meet is actually at the altar, if you can believe that, and they get married as strangers, and then they're off to the honeymoon, and they come back and they have 8 to 12 weeks to decide if this is the person that they want to be with. They call it decision date. And I was convinced to watch it. And I have to admit, as a mental health professional and coach, and just in general, a curious person, I found the show to be interesting in some of the interactions. I find that some of the mistakes that I see people make on this show are a lot of mistakes we make when we are socializing in society, trying to date, navigating all these strange and unique situations. I have to say, this show is extremely bizarre, but it's actually entertaining. Today we're going to watch Justin and Alexis. Justin, they're having this dinner, and he's expressing his feelings to Alexis. Alexis is more guarded, and Justin is more of wearing his emotions on his shoulder. He says some things. I'm going to analyze it for you. I'm going to give you my opinion on what maybe is happening and what maybe he or she could have done different. And stick around. At the end, there's going to be an interesting breakdown from my perspective in this situation. Let's watch what Justin has to say.
Look at this setup.
This is beautiful.
Yeah. Do you have a nice view behind me?
I have a nice view in front of me.
Oh, I like that. I like the intimate moments that we have. You know
Like what?
I'm saying? Like just like this. Like we're just talking and it's refreshing, but it's also like you coming around with your emotions and I dig it.
Every time I express my emotions, it's hard. Like I feel like vulnerability essentially means that you're allowing somebody else to hurt you. You're showing all your cards at once. So for me, it's like you never do that. Let somebody have the upper hand, and if you can make me happy, then you also have the ability to make me sad, angry, upset, and everything. And I don't want you to have that control over me. Like, yes, I would like you to contribute to my happiness, but I don't want you to be the main source of it, because then if you go, my happiness goes.
So this is something that, what I call having two ideas in the same sphere that can't exist, and that creates emotional tension. Alexis is demonstrating that she's very guarded. She doesn't want to be vulnerable, because that presents to her being vulnerable presents her falling for someone and being happy in that person leaving, and then can also hurt her. You either got to pick one or the other. A lot of people run this program, this emotional program, and it's just really inefficient and could create a huge tax on the other individual. And it can also just prove to create a lot of commitment issues, really. So let's continue watching and see what plays out here.
I want to be happy on my own, but I still want to enjoy your company. You're made for me, I need you. Ugh. Oh my gosh, my stomach. Oh my goodness.
That's good.
No, I meant it, but the fact that I meant it,
I know.
My body knew that I meant it. Oh my gosh, and I said it out loud to another human being. I will not.
Say it one more time.
You get one next year, once a year.
Once a year.
Annually.
Yeah.
Annually.
Okay. I like when you're emotional around me.
I know, you keep just egging it on. Just egging it on.
I'm gonna bring so much out. I like it. I'm looking forward to being the best husband I can be to you, being the best version of myself, and bringing out the best in you. I want to do whatever it takes to keep you. I know I want kids by you, and I know I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Because when I think about you, I think about my partner, my lifelong partner. A lifelong partner.
How do you know, you want to spend the rest of my life? Because, my mama said it.
So they just told each other some very heavy things. I said Justin was more of the emotional one, but Alexis said something, I need you, and because I need you. And for her being this person who's very guarded, that doesn't seem something that she would typically say on, I think this is day 3 that they know each other since getting married. And Justin is telling Alexis that he loves her. And so I don't really buy it just yet. I know there's some people that when they meet someone, oh my gosh, I'm in love with this person, but that's more rare than that's more rare, and it's likely not true. You're probably in love with the idea. And I think right now with the lights and the camera or whatever, even if they weren't there, I think Justin would still say something similar because Justin's the kind of guy that's in love with the idea of love. And there's some value in being emotional like that, but there's also a risk that you're leading with your emotions and you are blinded by the obvious fact that you guys just met. So it's probably more words than substance here.
Excuse me?
I love you.
Oh.
And I'm in love with you. And it's not hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think guys would be a fool
You
if
didn't
they
have to
did.
say it.
I don't mind.
You don't have to.
I don't mind. You know what? Like, the reason I'm okay and comfortable with saying it is because you made it easy for me to say it. You created a comfort zone for me. You make me comfortable. And I know it comes with a risk, but I'm willing. I'm willing to take that risk. So I'm telling you exactly what I feel. I knew at the altar that I was like, I'm gonna love this woman. Does it scare you?
Yes and no. It scares me because it's unfamiliar. But like, I shouldn't be afraid of something like this, you know?
I'm sorry if that scares you.
You know, I think if you're going to go off on a limb here to tell someone you love them, I think apologizing about it really, I don't think it helps. I know that Justin's trying to be kind and empathetic. I think offering her more security in, hey, you know what? I'm okay with my feelings towards you. Don't feel obligated to feel like you need to tell me anything, okay? And I know that maybe my words may make you feel uncomfortable, but I don't want you to feel uncomfortable because you feel I'm expecting you to tell me back. I think that would be a little bit better than actually apologizing for it.
How are you feeling?
Like I want to walk away.
Can you see yourself falling in love with me?
That's quite a question. That's quite a question to ask. Now, I don't mind the question, but don't be afraid, guys, ladies and gentlemen. If you ask tough questions like that, you might get a response that's going to hurt your feelings, and don't take it in a negative way. You ask the question, so a person may say, no, I don't see that, and you have to be okay with that truth at that moment. Let's see how Justin reacts to Alexis's answer.
Baby, you want me to say I love you? Because it's too much for me right now in this very moment. Is it too much for you? You okay? Now look at me. It's too much for you? You sure? You sure?
Mm-hmm. I don't know, when I saw you, you was everything. If I had to design my perfect person. And then every single day you just made it easy to just open up. You made it easy to just be honest. You made it easy for me to walk around the resort naked, dead-eyed.
Yeah, so I think here, you know, him crying I don't even know why he's crying, to be honest with you. She said, it's too much for me to tell you I love you, and then he starts crying. To me, it seems that he didn't get the response that he wanted, and that's why he's crying. I think that's a weak move. And that's the problem with leading with your emotions. You do have to be emotional and compassionate and communicate with your loved one. You can't just be all tough and guarded. And that's true for both of these. But I think, you know, Justin could learn a little something from Alexis to just kind of be a little bit more guarded. You know what? That I love you, let it marinate within you. Let's experience her. Let's see her wake up a couple of times in the morning with no makeup, with an attitude. Let's see if you feel that way after a heated argument. Like, let's see what's there. Let's continue on to see what unravels out here.
You know what I'm saying? I don't feel judged. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? And so I felt that. It's almost like when we was at the altar, it was like everything was just before our eyes. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I do. That's what I feel. That's what I feel in the moment. And it's not lust. It's not anything else. Like, I genuinely want to spend the rest of my life with you. You know, if they say love at first sight is a thing, then they say it's not, but I think it's a thing, you know.
What do you guys think? Comment and let me know if you believe in love at first sight or you don't believe in it. Let me know if you've experienced it or if you haven't. I personally think love at first sight, I don't think it's actually what people think they're experiencing. I know they feel that. I've never experienced it, but you tell me what you think.
And I fell in love with you at the altar. I'm sorry if that scared you.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Does it feel like to you that I love you?
Yes. It does. I mean,
So it doesn't matter if I never tell you.
I mean, it's okay. I go by actions more than words. Every moment with you has been perfect.
See, that I liked about Justin, that now he's saying it doesn't matter if you don't say it. And I think he could have brought that in a little sooner. He didn't lead with that. And I love that. You know what? It's more about action than words. And that's true. You know, love is an action. That word, you can say something, someone loves you, but if they don't show it in whatever form that you, whatever love language is your love language. And yeah, I really like what he said here. And that's really important to remember for relationships that are new, you know, and experiencing all this emotion. It's like, hey, emotions are great, but what are the actions behind those emotions?
It's not guaranteed that she's going to fall in love with me. It's not guaranteed that this marriage is going to work out. But I'm optimistic and I feel hopeful. And I feel like if I continue connecting with our emotions, then I'm going to win a heart. I want you to be aware of where I stand and it's where we are. I love you. So when you are ready, I'm here.
Well, I think it was definitely a little too soon for him to say it. I believe he feels it. I'm going to lean more that he's more in love with the idea, you know, that he's married and he hasn't had a relationship in a long time. And so I think that's probably the consequence. Let's see how it plays out. Anyway, I wanted to bring this content to you. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. And remember, ego isn't your amigo.